All right, so we're back. Nikran Munch. You're good now.
It's Angu cool.
All right, so as it stands, we've got top 3 producers, X-Dapi, FTS, Sean, the whole crew, ne? We've got Tyler, ICU. We need one more name on this. One more name on this.
Can we recap again?
It's X-Dapi, FTS, Sean, Boom Boom Boom, and then Tyler, ICU. Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about them too, then, Chef.
Yeah, but I think I'll still give it to Mdu.
TRP.
Yes.
He released with MFR Souls as well.
Yes, he just has projects, being constant with projects the whole entire year in terms of production is concerned, and also skill-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Mass also dropped that album, and then that's where the Gangnam Style, Nini Na Nini, all of them came from. So I think
Mass
that's
music.
Mass
Mass music.
I think I agree with you, Mass music.
You?
No, I'll go with that guy. Who's this guy? Sam.
Yes. Okay, I second Sam Deep. A huge TRP fan, but I mean this year, outside of the project with MFR Souls that dropped this year, he just did one song. And the last time he dropped was in 2022 as Mdu TRP. So when I look at it, it's like we know his skill and everything, but in actual consistency, showing up, it wasn't really there in the music when I think of it. So I would go with Sam Deep, where we had Mpumelelo with Emo, then he dropped Imali and Dwana, and I just feel like there's been a bit more of a constant presence with Sam Deep in comparison to TRP in terms of releases.
Can I put one name in the ring? Okay. And I'll justify why I'm putting this name. T-Man. For what reason?
I did too.
Yeah, but only you guys did. You two.
I thought you were going to say I approve.
What's your reason?
My reasoning is, obviously, yeah, the album we put out didn't do as well as we anticipated. There's no hit song, it wasn't well received. However, if you listen to the music, he's the only producer that I know in the game right now whose sound sounds different. Because everybody sounds the same.
Yes.
But with that body of work, the sound, you can hear a T-Man song when it starts, which is quite a feat with so many producers now and how big piano is that all the songs sound the same, you know what I mean? So I think to be able to do that right now is a great achievement.
Can't we put him head-to-head with Omid, because Omid is doing the same? Like most songs that are out there, Stokey song, it's Omid, Akuzeki, like so many songs come from Omid ST, so many songs. But he's always the behind-the-scene guy.
Yes.
How can we fix that, bro? Like, the people that actually make the music, I know the people that are shining, like only the good-looking ones. I don't know.
I think I hear what you're saying. Is that Dr. Dre feel, One key is Dre, and he's gonna go that route for the longest time. I agree with you. For the good-looking guys, in terms of why them, not the other guys, they're different type of people in terms of the industry that we're in. Producers mainly, to be honest, producers were mainly bases on stay there and produce. Producers used to just produce. That's how I know it. And most of them, they were more of your introvert guys. This is how I know them. The most skillful people, they really don't like this interaction that they find themselves at the front, raise a curtain. They always want to be at the back doing their work.
Even Tyler's very introverted.
I agree with you, but these are 2000. They're doing things their only way, Baba.
Now here's what's wrong.
Way, Baba. They want to be famous. Bro.
Now here's what's wrong or right. The producers, they don't have the knowledge of how to charge the artist, how to actually value themselves to what they're actually doing. This is why they end up having this conflict of wanting to go to the front. This is my opinion.
I'm gonna disagree with you. I don't necessarily think that it's a matter of them not knowing how to. I think they know their value, but we also need to be honest, this is still South Africa. As much as the industry has a lot of money, when it comes to certain things, there isn't a lot of money. And most of the producers are taking gigs, are in the front line because that pays their bills. They're not making money off their music where it's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna drop the song is gonna do 10 million streams and I'll be set or whatever. So that's why they have to come to the front. And also the other thing is, they don't always have money to be like, okay, cool, as Flame, I'm going to buy this beat from you.
Yes.
And then that's enough. So it's rather better if we split royalties to be like, okay, cool, you'll take your 5%, whatever the case is. Because right now, I don't have money to pay you for this beat. However, this beat is dope. We're actually cooking on it. So I don't think it's completely fair to put so much of a burden on artists when the system is already kind of broken. Because if you look at like the international producers, where you look at like Dre, what's Metro Booming and whatever, those guys make money from being producers. And I'm sure alone.
Yes.
And if you speak to most of the producers, they'll probably tell you that actually, if I could make that type of money, I gladly would have been a Metro Booming or a Mike Will Made It or whatever.
So you're talking about your yums, the
Yes.
guys that just want to produce.
Yeah,
Yes.
bro. Do you get that? And again, it's, the reason why I was saying that to you is that South Africa is different. So I'm a bigger brand, or I have established brand, and you don't. And it's money to play your music on radio. You have to pay. He knows. They even Kashela him.
They still play music at the radio.
And yeah, what are you talking about? There's a lot of money in radio.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't play radio.
I don't listen to radio. I just find these things on TikTok.
You see, 2 things you must do after this podcast. You must travel. You must listen to radio. 2 things.
No, I don't think you got me, but it's fine. I'm just saying to you.
It's telling-
see-
it's
No, but I get it.
He's telling me about your paperwork now.
Hey, this man.
Tough one.
Hey, this man.
Yeah, so you pay money for your music to be on radio,
Oh.
whichever shape or form, how you got into radio, uzokhokha okusalayo. Ingoma yakho mayidlale ku-TV, uzokhokha okusalayo. And mina ngiwu-T-Man ngihlale eFoslo. You understand? I don't have that kind of money. Do you understand what I'm saying? And now I have to work with someone like MacG who's connected, and then he's gonna take the shine of your sister. Boy, mina nginama now. And you're just hoping that one day you get there. So my question is, how can we fix that? How can we fix that? How can we make sure those kids that actually give us the music, because most of music that you're listening to doesn't come from the most famous people you know.
I think it goes to what she's saying, that, okay, how you fix it, the system is already broken. But if you are going to hop on someone's beat, don't act like it's yours.
Yes.
That's number one.
How so?
They can't,
How so?
because
Eh?
How so?
No, say
Let me
that
hear
this
you
is the
out.
guy who
MacG
produced-
says
Oh,
it.
okay.
Mac
Okay.
says it. Guys, it's simple. But say, or if you don't do that, at least have that guy, if MacG is booked and he did a song with T-Man, and he can go to a gig with T-Man, let him go with T-Man, like sing a song and give him that exposure so that one day he can be able to and pull one more. You understand? But this thing is blocks like this gatekeeping, guys.
So I think what she's saying is producers also need to be part of the marketing execution of the
yes,
song.
I'm a 2000
Where
changed
they-
everything.
Yes, because also we need to remember that we're evolving. After COVID, the social media world, the digital world is also evolving, and we need to always keep up with that. And so if producers can find a way of making an income out of that, let them be given that. And if an artist can then create a way for us to get there because they have the numbers, then let's do it all together.
Find out the selfishness. But selfish, man.
Sixling, you on social media, what do you think?
I feel like she is right in terms of the digital world and all of this stuff. And then she also has a point where she says there are bills that need to be paid and stuff like that. So you can't always have them now in this age in the background, because being in the background is definitely not
No,
going
and
to
it's
do
pushing
anything.
them to the background.
Yeah, 100%. But I'm just saying also, this is where the issue of credit comes from. Like, if you're going to use someone's work or whatever, credit them.
Yeah, bro.
And all agreements and contracts and whatevers are different. So depending on whatever you guys agreed on, you have to stick to that. You can't now, we agree on this, we sign on it, then my song, the song that I produced and hopped on and did everything like Tyler, for example, blows up, then now you want to come and fight me. So I just feel like it is that thing, like they won't always be in the background. They are going to have to start
Can I,
Of course.
Can I protect myself by questions? When you enter a studio with a young producer, what's the first thing you do before he sits on that chair? Before even guys even know if there's something coming or going, what is the first thing that you guys do?
Well, it's different for me because I don't get into studio. I just listen to someone's song. I'm like, I like the sound. I'd like to work with you. That's what happened with T-Man SA. Like, I've been listening to T-Man SA for a lot of times, and it was meant to be just one song. And then he sent me a couple more songs, like, fuck, this is dope. Let's
So
do an
now,
EP.
that's broken already, the system. Right there, you broke it. Because the first thing that you need to do when you enter a studio is to sign an agreement before we start touching anything. Before we start talking about position, who's going to be at the back or at the front. The system needs to be fixed right there and then. First thing is first, you enter somebody's studio, there's intellectual contracts that mentions other studios you can live with stuff, others you can't live with stuff.
Let me answer before, sorry to cut you. Tulani will tell you, man. Ipiano, man.
Yeah, we'll come to the Categorizing.
Yeah, let him finish.
But now we are dealing with.
So ideally, this is how it should.
This is how it's meant to happen. Yes. Before we even come to the splits and wara, this is what needs to happen. Is either the deal mentioned, I paid you, you give me, or either the deal means we're gonna split. You understand? And the deal must also specify whose song is it anyway. You understand? So that we don't have this issue later. But you know, I think we need to start having these small seminars to educate the guys in the small things.
Okay, it's going to be a long debate,
Sharp.
right? But I just want to give you a picture of how, because I'm always with these kids, Tulani will thinking. Ipiano, it's something esizenzele yona. Makuthiwa vuka uzenzele, ne? So akuna ibhoda idrawiwe, there's no structure for it because most of the time suke groove, so shine number, splagile, akuna maphepha.
But it doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it right, but what I'm trying to say is that when that product is done, can we now come back and sit down and do what you are now saying?
Can I also tell you that there was load shedding and that music is gone? And then you hear it 2 months later, it's playing.
Oh yeah, she wanted to say something.
Another thing is, I get what you're saying, but one thing we also take for granted is the fact that a lot of these kids are high school kids. So they don't have, for you to say the first thing we must do when we get there, sign an agreement. No, the first thing you do is you table an agreement and then I must take the time to consider it. Because half of these kids sometimes end up signing stuff that they don't actually know what it means.
No, it's not a contract I'm talking
They
about.
don't have grade 12.
No, but it's not a contract that I'm
But this is a
talking
conversation
about.
for another day.
Yeah.
We're going to drag the whole
Yeah,
thing.
okay, because I need one name. So who's the producer? The last
I
one.
want to
put in the
say
name, guys.
Mellow and Sleazy.
Yeah.
Mellow and Sleazy.
Nah,
and-
Melon
No,
Sleaze
no,
last
no,
year,
no.
bro. Melon Sleaze are gurus, dog. Like, Mama, we can't now put
Or
them.
flowers again.
Yeah, flowers. Guys, let's make this thing clean. Eh? Some people we're not mentioning some of them here because we think it's disrespectful to them. Masibafarapa.
Okay.
Right? We want to compliment people that did the work this year.
So
Pori, Kabza,
Kelvin
Momo, and them, Sintanda Rakul. We love and respect you guys. Yeah, like, we love and respect you guys.
the new changed version of Sisi. He's rebranding.
It's formal.
So you're gonna come at me now. Cool, I'll get you. So
I need a name.
For it to be clear, let's talk about people that worked hard in 2023. And Bokabs and them, they've been doing that with respect.
I need a name, guys.
Bana Basha.
Oh, Justin,
I mean,
yeah,
I
they're
want-
both doing very well.
Justin, you want?
I want to say Pandros because of what Angu is about to do to the summer.
Which one?
The song.
I mean, I'll give you to this boy, Java the DJ.
It's Java the DJ.
Give me one song from Java the DJ.
Welinye, Mnandilento.
Oh, hectic.
That's Melon Sleaze.
That's Melon
But
Sleaze,
he's
bro.
there as well.
But
So
he's
it's a
there.
collaborative
Oh, it's
effort.
like FTs.
Yes.
And, so we're
There
giving
must
it
be
to
one crew.
I'll give it to those guys.
So we're giving it to.
I would give it to Yams. Yams also gave us good songs this year.
A top song that Papi Kupa spoiled.
And the
That's a beautiful. I'm hurt, dog. Do you know how nice that song is, dog? From Mahu's verse, Nkosazana, and then she comes in.
Yes.
Yo,
Everybody has preferences. And to be honest, you can't bash someone that's also going to be on that level eventually. Do you understand? Like, all of them started from somewhere. If I'm being honest.
Those guys work hard, eh?
I personally don't even
So
see
I'm going
anything
for
wrong with
Melon
that
Sleazy,
song.
that whole camp.
Yeah, once.
Melon Sleaze. If we're speaking about camps, then black and brown.
Black is brown,
yeah,
yes.
black is brown is the umbrella.
Do you guys agree? I feel like they're taking a shortcut here. Do you guys agree?
Because under the black and brown there's this and that and that and that. Under that camp also there's so and so. So it's easier for us than to just, combine and say this.
Because there's also the Demtuda camp.
Yeah, it's a
with
space.
Sam as well.
It's of space.
So that's why. So Tyler's under the same camp with Tupore and Dapi.
Yeah.
So let's do camps then.
So we'd rather
Yo,
do camp.
we do
Like,
camps.
Do
yeah,
camps
that's
for
much
camp.
better.
Yes.
That's much better.
So I'll
It's
go
gonna
with
be
the
much easier because there's so
Black is
many
Brown.
producers.
Yes, under
There's
one
so many
camp.
producers under one camp, and then Max Categorizing.
So we're doing
Let's do
5 camps.
Yeah,
No, 3 camps, please.
3 camps.
Okay, so let me start
Okay.
this again. So camp number 1,
Like it's
That one is fine.
Black is Brown.
Black's
Who's
Brown is
under
who?
that? Can you give
Jazzy,
them
Justin
their flowers?
99, DJ Biza, who else? Well, PC and them are there as well.
we don't mention the goat. Ne?
Who? Jazzy. I don't think Jazzy is
yeah, the
camp though.
first
We don't
thing.
Like it's brown.
Yeah.
They can't be there.
Okay, second camp.
Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades, give them on.
Them Tudor, Sam Deep, the musical chef. Is,
Oh, those guys are lit.
yeah.
Taking chances with Jersey.
And then last one.
New Money Gang.
New Money Gang. Who's that?
Piano Hub / New Money Gang / Piano Hub. But then that kind of comes back to the point of...
Is that
we've given-
Nkuli and
I
what-
don't know.
So New Money Gang is Tyler, it's Mass, it's Fellow. Piano Hub is TRP, it's Nkuli and Scroove, it's Deeper Full. So
You see why the
yeah.
camps?
Okay, no.
You see why the camps?
Yeah, no. All right, cool. So I'm locking it in, guys. Top 3 producers. We're basing it on camps because there's too many producers. Number 1, in no particular order. Black is Brown, Ace of Spades, ne?
Yes.
And New Money Gang.
Correct.
Are we happy?
There's another one, Rap Academy.
It's
Oh,
3.
man.
It's 3.
I said, I said, I think,
Oh, Ice Beats and
Fight
then-
for it.
I Speeds.
Yeah.
Those boys came with a song for Waffles. 2 songs for Waffles. What's the one? Happy Up. And they came with another one from, I think, what is this thing? Shakes Money. Same thing of Waffles. That song is
Peacock.
stupid. Yes.
Peacock.
But I want to ask a question about the Peacock song. So there was a DJ, I think it was DJ in Tlax, who released a Peacock remix, which is very similar to that one beforehand. So, like, you know, with that as well, where it's like someone could easily say on the street who actually like follows this thing that what if they actually gain inspiration from that chant? Whereas with some of the other people who are on here, it's more original productions.
So you lose.
Take your
Cool.
I lost. I checked my
Why are
bag.
you cupping
All right, cool.
basile bayithole khamisi ayifuna bona ngathi khale baniki ezamzithole keniki ngokotela leti ngasikhale thiliki nawuhlala ukhale philisi minya kakhulu zamani ukhale thikini izinja zayiqale philiti akiprostan nayikhale wakithi basile bayithole khamisi ayifuna bona ngathi khale baniki ezamzithole keniki ngokotela leti ngasikhale thiliki nawuhlala ukhale philisi minya kakhulu zamani ukhale thikini izinja zayiqale philiti akiprostan nayikhale wakithi akiprostan nayikhale wakithi akiprostan nayikhale wakithi akiprostan nayikhale wakithi
So before we get into the top 10, we just want to do some shout outs. So this is no top 10. We're not rating anyone. We just want to give shout outs to people that are making moves in the industry, whether it's a platform, tastemakers, managers, whatever. Let's lay it down on the table. Strelo, I'll start with you. Who do you want to give a shout out to in terms of movement?
In terms of the movement, I really want to give a shout out to Kampela. She started so young, obviously, in the industry. And for her to come back now with Udali and just the demeanor she has and the presence, don't come for me. The way you're looking at me. But it's just like...
Do you want her in the top 10?
I do.
Okay, then save that argument for the
I
top 10.
do.
Save it for top 10.
Okay, I do. I'll
Lisa?
save it.
What is the opposition of not sending a
Would you
shout out?
Anyone
shout
you
out
want to
to?
give a
Tastemakers
shout out?
No, the
platform?
opposite of not sending a shout out.
How? You want the
No
opposite?
comment, like,
Or you
no
want to
comment.
bash?
No
No, not
comment.
bash.
No, it's not like
Criticism.
Yeah.
Constructive
constant. Yeah.
criticism.
Hey, the person who's opening the gate for these female DJs.
Shout out to the name.
Yo!
Shout out to the
That one must close. Mama. Close, Mama.
too full,
Mama.
It's a brothel now.
Hey!
Ah,
DJing now is just guys. Come on, listen. I love women. My wife will tell you I love seeing women win. But manje, akubekho structure, guys. The structure. Because in the year from now, gents want to have desks to play. Because nibaningi manje. The structure.
So what do you want to happen?
I want us to open the door for female that are really, really talented, that can play, and you listen to the set. It's not about what you're wearing. You are not naked. You are genuinely a good DJ. That's what I want.
Crisp, as a female
And then-
DJ yourself, what's your
No,
response?
I'm not done. The next one is I want to send a shout out to what is this guy? Why am I forgetting because of these female DJs, bro?
Yeah, it's good.
I move.
You'll remember.
I'll remember.
As a female DJ, what's your response?
So I feel like there are different types of female DJs. Obviously, there's been the Waffle effect where after Waffles had her huge moment, we've seen a lot more DJs who are more entertainers than they actually are mixed DJs. But there are also female DJs who still mix and who play really good music. Yes. And this is where my argument comes that sometimes it's easy for us to say that, you know, everyone's opening the gates, but the public is the problem to a certain extent. The public want that. So now, obviously, a promoter's running a business. He has people that he needs to pay and whatever. If Crisp and her tights and her T-shirt is not selling, but the person who's coming and they're naked and they're doing that is selling, they're going to go, whether Crisp can play very well or whatever, they're going to go with the person who's actually going to fill up the venue. So the public also needs to get to a point where it's like, cool, we support this, but we also support actual talent, girls who can really mix, who play well. And also, I think it's a matter of representation, because right now what you're saying, that is what is at the forefront, but you also need to support the alternative female DJ look to let young girls know as well that you don't have to be naked to make it in the industry. So for me, I don't think that you can fully blame the female DJs or the promoters when literally everybody's got bills to pay. Ramaphosa's economy is tough for everyone. So people are going to do what they can. And it is a problem because now sometimes you're like, "Aye, guys, but like, we're not even trying to be ahead or anything, but this is it's a kak mix." But at the end of the day, that kak mix got booked. Because why? Sfiso and friends or whoever who want to see bams, who want to see titties shaking and whatever, they there. So the public also needs to start supporting substance. Like if you look at somewhere in America, they will have a sexy red, but then they'll also have someone who's really talented on the same level. We don't really have that where it's just like as long as you've got clout and this is what's happening, then people support that. So I just say as the public, support balance to be like, yeah, that's cool if you like it, but also let's, you know, support something with a bit more of substance.
I just remembered, I wanted to send a shout out to Tyler.
Which one?
Water.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to Tyler. I mean, I didn't know your music until that song, but for what you did for the country,
So you're shouting it out because it's piano or?
I'm not sure if it's piano.
Okay, it's just a shout out.
I don't think it's piano.
Okay.
I don't think them two that can play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't play it.
No, yeah, I don't. Okay. I play
But
reprise.
shout out to Tyler. Like that's what she did for the country. It's amazing.
Tulani?
It's crazy. For me,
You wanted to talk about tastemakers, yeah?
Yeah, tastemaker. For me, I would like to give it to the dancers, man. Those who are dancing from a piano. Shout out to Ling Ling for putting out music out there. And also shout out to myself, eh?
It's good, my nigga.
What's a tastemaker in piano?
And tastemaker, someone, kids that are setting up trends, kids that are letting our parents to dance, like people that are changing things every day, like I could say like the Twins, Major League DJs putting out everybody on.
Yeah.
Like shout out to those kind of people, man. Like I see Zeus there. I see Buntle Modisele. I see Soweto's Finest from Soweto. The studios, shout out to those people because the supply chain of Amapiano really depends on everybody, but those guys really set the trends out for the music to be on TikTok and all these platforms. But for me, like, it's a shout out to everybody.
Love it, man. Sixling?
I think for me, I just want to give a shout out to like the stylists for Kat Godana, Shala the Unicorn for set design and all of these things, the videographers that put out these nice music videos, and then the maybe vocalists that can't ever make it on these big lists, like shout out to Marcy, Dinky, and yeah, the managers that actually stay in the background and do the work that, you know, they are actually supposed
The
to.
real managers.
I don't want to say it like to sound bad, but yeah, the managers and that actually push their artists and get these deals for the artists, the value. So, for example, I'll go with Jabulo Reba for vocalistic. I'll go with who's this? Buhloka for Musa Keys. I'll go with, I have like a whole Calvin Mercy for Robot Boy. These people are getting actually brands, you know, like Robot Boy's with More Fire. Then Foka has Jaeger. Then, you know, people are getting into the NBA presence, things like that. So the managers and those people that actually like, you know, yeah.
I'm glad you brought up managers. We'll chat about that straight after Flame. Okay. What you want to shout out?
Can I get into that straight once?
100%. More than welcome.
Yeah, well, shout out to the artists that actually know how to put their body of work towards the management, because some artists don't even know how to.
So, according to you, what's the landscape in terms of management in piano right now?
I mean, you are, for the landscape, for me, it's poor. You know, for me, I don't really feel like there's anyone who has really done, you know, the real work so far in terms of management is concerned. Because I'm sure other companies also have their own scouts where they actually approach these guys. But I haven't heard, you know, the last time I heard something about this, it was from Casper's camp or AKA's camp, where they actually went out and, you know, they fought for something and they actually came back.
Tilly from Cat.
Tilly,
number one. No one has seen
that team.
If that was
Tulu,
Piano, he's the best manager.
yeah, Tulu from KO, you know, those are the guys that I know of, like 99. With these guys actually went out and they fought for this thing and they actually created a mess. They had this brand and that brand fighting to actually, you know, but we'll get to that on another level. Shout out to us, man. Mink Lounge, SNK, Amapiano movement, Hulumeni. Shout out to my soldiers who actually keep the movement going. You know, Stocks, Farmer, Jaivani, you know. Shout out to the boy who's coming next year. It's going to be real fire. It's Ebebe Moroke, as I mentioned. And shout out to all the hustlers who out there who actually doing the great job. Shout out to Crisp. People that actually you can book and they can give you a nice clean set without showing any bums and, you know, showing anything of that sort. I really have a problem with that. You know,
mine is huge.
the problem with that for me, it's simple. You say, send me a video, let me see you mixing. And you see a lot of buttons being touched and you don't know what's going on. So I'm saying, just go practice, man. It's not like we don't want to. I don't want this thing, when Meg, to sound like we are being sexist. We want the ladies to be there. We want them to work. But there's this laziness that comes in there. You know, they don't practice. They don't want to go practice. You know what they do sometimes? These boys, they are naughty, these young ones. They trap them. They just link this thing. Then they move away. This one must come in now and solve the situation. Now music is, you know, so they need to practice.
Wait, so who's linking?
The previous just link the thing and they go, just check what's going to happen. And then she'll be looking around, help what? It's a 2000, that thing. So yeah, shout out to all of those people, man. Shout out to the club owners who actually do pay guys who are residents there. There's a club still in Johannesburg, club still in South Africa that are like hating on piano. And the other province, it's even worse. They don't even want to hear about piano. So shout out to those people. And I really, really think, guys, we need to...
Which province is that? What are you talking about?
Cape Town, right?
Yeah,
Are you scared?
That other one, the Durban.
Durban.
Still
Is it
a
Durban
problem.
or Cape
No,
Town? Which one is it?
But is mentioning wrong.
Okay.
KZN is putting on piano. It's
Yeah,
difficult.
it's Cape Town that's got issued.
Yeah, well, anyway, but shout out. Shout out to all those people that I've just mentioned. That's my shout out, my nigga.
So,
Can I give a shout out?
yeah, didn't you already?
No, I answered his question about
yeah,
the.
please, go ahead.
It's okay. I would want to say shout out to all of the up and coming artists. You are up and coming artists today, but in a couple of months or a year, you know, you literally are the people who keep the genre growing, keep people on their feet. Also, I want to give a shout out to the up and coming DJs like Angu B. You've got DJ Nisha. You've got, what's the name, Success SA. And then you've got gents like McMahon. You've got Warren Justin, Javas the DJ. There's so many guys that just keep the genre going. And obviously, you know, sometimes you get disheartened because you feel like I'm not doing those numbers or, you know, I'm not always top of mind. But literally, there are a lot of us who listen to your work. And I just want to say, keep on releasing, guys. We'll listen to your music, we'll play it, and eventually your time will come.
Guys, I've got an issue with managers, man. Like, it's deep, man. It breaks my soul, man.
What kind of managers do you have an issue with?
Like, my thing is, bro, you can have the dopest producer, dopest song, split sheets, do all the agreements, everything in paper and whatever. But if your management is shit, nothing will happen, bro. Zero. Nothing. You're not gonna go anywhere.
So you don't
And
have a
it breaks-
manager when that happens.
What do you mean?
You have a booking agent.
Yeah.
Yes.
The receptionist.
You have a booking agent, and the biggest mistake that Amapiano artists make is to, because we're friends, saying "Ating ya popa," now you're my manager. There's nothing wrong with that if you are qualified enough for that. Yeah, right? There's nothing wrong if you are qualified for that. But if you're not qualified, I'm pana maybe road management yana, and let me get a proper manager. Because I know a couple of artists that have managers that actually want to be superstars in the game. I can mention a few.
Mention.
Yeah?
Yeah, mention.
Am I allowed?
No. Whose show is it? Flame.
Am I allowed?
And I'm saying it's fine, he can.
Yeah, let him mention.
Mention it.
Let him mention.
Should I mention?
You didn't know my
Yes.
fine, where it's coming from.
No.
No.
You said
it's-
your shout-outs on
It's,
your
it's
MNK,
important.
what?
It's important to mention it because it actually fucks up your brand as an artist, and it's a big problem. We can't be competing for the same place, and at the same time, I'm controlling how far you go.
Bro, this thing is real. Like,
I want to be a superstar. I'm managing a superstar. It can't work. No, Satril, give it, baby. Stop it. Cut. Be superstars. Find proper managers. Why Satril this year? Why? His manager wants to be a superstar. He's out here dropping music. No.
a
let go
manager
of it.
that's dropping music.
Yes. Let go of that. Out. You know I'm talking about. I'm talking about Givey Baby. I'm talking about Satril. Those people used to be my friend. Givey Baby still my friend. But I want to be honest with him for the first time. I don't hate him. Finest guy ever. Dog, you want to be a superstar? Move on your own. Move on your own. Let the artists go. Get somebody that can sit down with Satril and say, dog, we don't miss gigs. We show up at time. We do all these things right so that your brand can grow. Because if you look at Satril this year, it's painful. This bro didn't do nothing this year. And it's someone we love. You love Satril. I love him. But what happened?
I managed him.
You managed him?
Right now, it's
I
over there.
managed Stocky also.
And when
Right.
you say managed, what did you do?
Well, I put him on the game, for instance, so to say. Then people took it over from there, just like Stocky, nothing bad. I mean, we're speaking as we say.
You say,
know,
you are
my
right.
job was-
People took it over. I know who took it over. They like doing that. They're like, okay, ngifuna uba famous, ithi ngibambelo, akhuphuke nami ngizokhuphuka, akhuphuke nami ngishayise DJ. No, stop it, guys. This is very serious. This is people's dreams. If you want to be an artist manager, here's your place, right? Behind the scenes. It's your place. You can't be, we're meeting Chris Brown, you want to be the first one to take a picture with Chris Brown and then your artist after. No, it's wrong. And there's a difference between artist management and a booking agent. If you're an artist manager, right, and you're a booking agent, let the manager do the work, and then mawungena MacG, uzosebenza wena, sizokufonela. Ngisho wena uyi-call center. That's what you are. So managers must stop confusing this thing. You are not an artist manager just because you can calculate, MacG is performing in Polokwane at 12 o'clock. If I can take another gig in Venda, we will make it. There's time enough. Okay, we got it. It's just no management. It's booking agent. That's what you are.
Steno, as someone who deals with managers from time to time, what's your take on this?
I think also it's just like really let the artist be the artist. But, you do get managers that play that role. I was surprised just now when we were taking a break to realize that Durban Gogo is actually managed by Kobe, because when you see Kobe, he is not there in the, trying to make sure, the rider, the habli, this. He's actually more like a fan. And I'm actually so shocked
It doesn't
that
even
he's
respond
the
to
one
calls.
that's making sure all of this is happening and then lets people do whatever they do. But he's secured the gig. The artist is there. The artist is playing. And he's there to support the
Which
artist.
artist do you think has a bad manager, according to you, from your experience?
Give me top 5.
Top 5, that's too much.
But I can give you top 5.
Who's your top 5?
No, you start.
I don't have a top 5.
I mean,
Let me, because also you need to remember, I deal mainly with customers and hosts. Artists, we do have guys that deal with artists, but we
top
do
5?
come across
Top 5 right now, bad
people that
managers.
need proper managers.
Yeah, top 5.
Satril ranks number 1 because he's managed by someone that he doesn't want to take advice from. You don't want to listen to what your manager says. Wrong.
Number
turn.
2?
Number 2, Durban Gogo. Yeah, she needs a proper manager. I can show you inquiries on my phone. I send to management. They just blue ticket.
And maybe it's difficult.
What do you mean it's difficult?
No, it might be difficult for what you're requesting. It might be difficult on what you're requesting.
But you respond to it. You say,
maybe
no.
numbers are not
You respond.
corresponding.
Maybe you're not communicating the right.
No, you respond. We can't go to Polugwane.
But you're not mentioning right,
right,
of funds or fees.
No. There's not even ask how much. It's just blue tick. Yo, bro, is your artist available? So, blue tick.
But at some point, that's how it is rate cards. People need to know this is how it is, how much I'm dealing with. You want to book someone with 10,000? No, I think I have 10,000 this weekend for you. You can't give someone a 10,000. Like, you can't let it be like that.
It's not that case. What I'm saying is, I'm saying, before I ask how much is it, I'm asking you, is your artist available? So what you respond is, no, we are booked or we are available. What are we talking about? So it doesn't even get to that. And it's someone I met face to face. Blue tick clean, I can show you now.
The other 3?
The other 3, Mashudu needs to get better management. Mashudu needs to get better management. She's now becoming the new Satril in the sense of you make appointment with people and then you don't show up. I'm not sure about the bookings, but if you make appointments, you have a session with MacG, let it happen. If it doesn't happen, let your management communicate it. Not wrong. Gone. That's number 3, right? Yeah. Number 4, Nkosazana daughter. Mamas, yes, fix it. I don't want to talk. Fix it. Fix it now. Today.
Okay.
Fix it.
Okay.
My last one is what's my last one? I've can't be Jezik.
But you do know that out of the people you mentioned, 2 of them you mentioned, you managed.
Yeah, but they're not in my hands now.
It's personal.
So what did you do when you were managing them?
It's not personal. No, what I did when I was managing, they never missed a single gig. You know that?
Yes.
You were there. They never missed a single gig. And at some point, they felt I was too heavy as an artist manager because Van, I must sit to 4 Van. I'll tell you who's the best person to manage in South Africa. If every manager wants to manage someone who respects a brand, it's Boyd. Oh, my God. Boyd, 4 o'clock is 4 o'clock. Yeah. No, I'm just saying. Generalizing. Like, I'm just saying artists who respect management. With Boyd Tulu, 4 o'clock is 4 o'clock. 3:45, you are not there. She's calling. How far are you? That's even before 4. You get to her house, the suitcases are outside. That's someone who respects management.
Let's wrap this up, and I want to wrap it up with the solution. So you guys can think about the solution while I'm saying this, right? The reason why I brought this up, I'm not in the piano world, right? I'm a podcaster. But I travel, and I can see how big piano is.
It's huge.
And promoters, the one thing, all of them, whether it's Dubai, Miami, wherever, they all cry about the same thing. They're like, management is like, what the fuck is going on with these people, right? And I'm seeing this, I'm like, guys, there's so much money on the table. Just fix the management. Half the job is done. The music is fire, bro. People fucks with it, but the management is terrible.
Can I
And there's
ask-
so much money on the table, guys. We're talking dollars,
Yes.
bro, pounds.
Bro,
That's what I want to ask MacG and say, and that's what I said earlier. Remember who is the corporate here? Is the artist. The boss
Yes,
is the artist.
the business.
The business. These are the employees. So if also the boss is not thinking that we must just get a 20 square meters and put 5 laptops there to manage this brand.
Uncle.
So that there's a 8 to 5 going on. So that even if that one's phone is off, it's fine. There's emails. Bali will just attend to it.
All fine.
Why are
Right.
we not investing in our corporates, in our businesses, that we can stop?
So in all, I like what you said.
I'm closing now. What I'm trying, I'm trying. All I'm trying to say is that it's unfortunate. I'm not backing her up or bashing someone else. It's unfortunate that Puli will always be on a crossfire. She's one person. She's human. You understand? And the toll it gets to you. Sometimes we all here have moods. Sometimes really just don't want to answer this phone.
And it's personal to you.
To who?
To you. That's why you go to like a certain person. I think you should answer.
No, but
let me-
Washa.
Yeah.
Facebook didn't become big because they had one salesperson.
Exactly.
They expanded. Expand. If it's too much, get more people.
But you know the other thing that is the problem is what? The pandemic of them all. That makes the guys not actually think about this. It's the V300 and the Diamond Walk. Because that money could be going in investing and paying someone that 15,000 a month to actually do a proper job. Someone who actually did Excel, knows how to do proposals, reports, and everything else, can do your SARS issues and stuff.
Yeah.
But now what we think about the belt, and we have to look Tulane in the eyes and say, hey, Nee.
Yes.
How are you?
How are you?
How are you?
That's the problem.
Just to
Can you
fix
wrap
what
it
I
up,
said,
yeah?
I will wrap it up. Just to fix what I said, I did not say Tuli is a bad manager. Yeah. I'm saying it's too much work
No,
for
but
you,
you
mamas. No, it makes you a bad manager, of course,
Yes.
because it's too much work.
But Puchuli is coming with like 7 people working for her.
Then there's bad management. With 7 people, you
it's
can
for
manage
you.
2 big
It's for
artists.
you. It's for you. Like,
How long have you known
How about
Tuli?
you just say this bad management?
How
now?
long have you known
no,
Tuli?
it's for you. Tuli is the
How-
best. They respond on time.
Let's wrap it up. Legendary's Crisp, you're a DJ. How do you go about choosing your manager?
Well, I think more than anything, it's what they said. Cool, you want to have a friend or someone you can trust. But most importantly, I think you need to have someone who, A, does not want to be famous or want to be a star. Because whether we want to acknowledge it or not, both of us can't be doing the same thing here. Then who's actually being the manager? And it's very tricky in South Africa because I know you're saying there's not good managers, but then where do you find a manager with experience? Like this information, and I think that's one of the biggest problems we have in South Africa is information hoarding. You look for a manager, but you don't know where to start. When you do find a good manager, that's someone else's manager, so they can't really help you. You ask them to give reference to someone else, they don't want to do that. So it's very tricky because you start with what you have, and then as time goes by, you kind of then upgrade as you're exposed to different people. So I can't even tell people myself to say that, actually, you go there for a good manager, you reach out wherever, because that information, I myself, as Crisp, I struggle to find it. So it's literally like, but the ball is rolling. I can't not gig because I don't have a proper manager. So you make use of what you have and you just hope that as time goes by that you get more. So I would say managers actually need to make themselves way more visible, like people who understand
Like
what it takes.
videographers.
Yes,
You can get a videographer now.
like this, exactly.
Anytime.
Anytime.
So they also need to like step up. And the thing is, like we had the discussion, a very good manager does not want to be seen. They let their artists shine. But show me, you are MacGyver, you've been at this for a while. Where do you find a good manager?
Word of mouth.
I suppose, but just imagine you're an outsider, so you don't know certain circles. Where do you start? You just start with.
But maybe that's a gap. Maybe there should be a management agency.
But guys-
Let's have management agencies, people who just take calls for you, and let's have
Guys.
managers who go around and build brands.
But guys,
Build brands from the
what
upper.
what are we saying about the Boston students, the after students? You can call Boston then if you are lost. They say, help me here. Who you have there? Or how can I find someone who did it?
Washa,
No, but
half of those students want to be influencers. They want to be.
But we
Tulani
can't
can
speak
even
for
tell us what
for
his business.
50 million people.
How
We
many-
don't know all
No,
of
but
them.
my
They
thing
want to
is,
do that.
can I ask you a question? How many people have you hired to do admin jobs or behind the scene jobs? But then when they actually get to Tanzania, whatever, they're forgetting that they are on the
They wanna
clock,
be on
they're
table.
working. You see?
They want to be on Then they need a bottle of the chair. Can I have one bottle? So like, what I'm gonna say to you, like,
the Habli and everything else.
what I'm gonna say about what management of my piano artist is that like the job is like artist. Difficult people are my artist. Wow, because most of them they don't have passports, they don't have a metric. You still need to tell them about this thing.
Passport and metric.
Like my majority of Amapiano artists, we don't have those informations. We just happened, this thing was overdone, and then it's it. But the artists that you're fighting with, they are internationally. They have management. The brand needs to align on what you're asking.
So I'm not fighting with.
No, it's not about fighting. It's just to understand. Okay.
Lasiva.
We're friends now.
In closing, man, Flame Washer, I just want us to all go out with our parting ways. But the most thing I want to say about this is that, this is all love. Like, I hope people don't take this too personal, to Lani way. We love you guys and your work. We just, want to see people do better and better because, like, God gave us this thing, guys. You know what I mean? Let's take it to the max. The pie is big. But Flame Washer, what are your parting ways?
Emphasizing on brands, really, in South Africa, investing more in our artists. The corporate world really needs to look into this thing. We can't have companies from abroad absorbing our own people while we have, corporate here and they're not really endorsing the art that we have, around South Africa. Let it start here from home. We're speaking now to the directors, CEO of the companies, the marketing team, people that are in charge. Start thinking more about these guys. They're putting a lot of work. What they're doing also is very expensive. The team is expensive. The equipment is expensive. So the bailout is also needed. Government needs to also do programs that will also, give breather to artists that at least it will look like a stipend, if I might put it like that, And visas, things like that. So anything that can support our local, let it be done by those two that I've just mentioned. But nonetheless, watch out for Tsebebe Morocco next year.
Tsebebe.
That boy is going to be trouble.
Oh, yeah, and please, yeah, I want us also to mention who we think is the next big thing next year. Someone to look out for, ne? All right, Sixling?
I just wanted to say that this was definitely nothing personal, especially from my side, because I do have a lot of relationships, or I know a lot of you. And I just want everybody to start prioritizing marketing, because at the end of the day, it plays the most crucial role in the make or break of your career. And stop being greedy. If somebody's charging this amount to market your music, that's your lifeline. Invest in it, pay for it, because Ling Ling will get your song up there no matter what. House of Ling is behind every single artist out there. So yeah, I just really need everybody to start taking marketing seriously. And who you should look out for is Marcy. She's a vocalist, definitely.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. Oh.
Watch out for that girl. She's coming for it.
That kid, yeah.
What song did she do?
Yeah, she should have been big already.
What song?
She's been pushing other people's songs.
Yeah,
They've
she's
been
on a lot of
using her as a
Tyler's
TikTok.
production
Oh my
and
God.
things
Can I
like
see
that.
you?
Yeah.
I
So
invited her for studio a couple of times, man.
yeah, so watch out for Marcy. She's coming for it all.
She should have recorded Hamba Juba, man.
I told you
That's why he's wearing blue. He's addressing the blue tick.
I wanted to ask, was he responded? Or?
You are responding to blue tick. That thing on WhatsApp looks like your shirt.
I'll get you, my boy. There's only one way. There's no other way, man.
Oh, responding to blue ticks, it looks like a church.
So now you are supposed to.
my color, it's light blue and then
Don't make it personal.
Yeah, but I understand it when you're the well-dressed crowd in the crowd, so.
Yo. Yeah, no, man. Thank you so much. Make sure shout out to your team and everybody.
Man, yo,
Man, me, I don't have much. It's just like everybody's doing whatever they're doing. We'll get there. We're still a developing what is this? Growing genre. We're turning 10 years in the next coming year, 2 years. So we'll be fine. But like just to everybody out there, please shout out to you guys. Shout out to me as usually. You know the vibes.
One to look out for next year?
I've got three artists that to look up next year. Lim Crazy. It's coming, that boy. Shout out to Jaivani. T-Man is growing as well, strong.
Let's see.
Yeah, T-Man Express is coming. It's gonna be big for him next year. And then there's a boy, Java, the DJ. Yeah, he did the most. Actually, those boys, Bo Melon Sleazy, that crew.
Right.
And also shout out to Rap Academy at South, Zeus, and the Shakespeare, Shakes and Less, Ice Beats. Shout out to Major League for pushing it out there, for Balcony Mix, for putting out there. Shout out to Cartel, Groove Cartel. For playing our music. And also all the promoters, man. Thank you guys for pushing this thing. We see you. Shout out to the international gigs that they're booking MacG and everybody out there. Thank you.
Even though nobody knows.
I want to send a shout out, guy to look out for. So 2 weeks ago, I said, hey man, I'm releasing songs. I put my name on volume 2. If you're chiller, send through music. We had about 200 songs. We skimmed it down to 6 songs. And out of those 6 songs, there's guys from high school too. So what are their names? Jabulani Period and Bushendalo and Zuzu Keys. Shout out to those guys. They have 3 songs on the EP that I dropped. Fucking amazing. Lem Crazy as well. Like, these kids are insane, bro. They're producing in a shack. They're producing in a shack. And
I love them to have my trick, eh?
Thank you.
Okay, so I'd just like to shout out to all of the up-and-coming artists. We see you guys, we see the work that you're doing. Guys like Warren Justin, Mo Kota. Then there's obviously guys that are not upcoming, but who still need to get to that pinnacle, such as Dumza de Kota, we've got Kota Embassy, Stash the Groovers, you've got gents like Pandros, who's doing very well as well. I also think in terms of vocalists, Kushum Tagati is someone to definitely look out for. That guy is too dope with what he's doing. I want to say and re-echo Lima Crazy as well, because obviously he's doing amazing. T-Man Express, just keep on bringing the heat. Mashuru, love your work. Continue doing that as well. And most importantly to the public, I please try and strive for balance in how you support talent, so that we don't have complaints that female DJs are only one way, when there's a variety of DJs such as Anchor B, Success A, who actually do play well, who mix amazingly, but aren't necessarily getting that attention until someone actually gives them that cosign. So let us also not just say that female DJs only shake ass and do whatever when there are female DJs out there pushing. Let's actually give them an ear and give them a platform.
Sfiso, and you can't mention Lady Ama, please.
I love Lady Ama. I'll start by shouting out to the Bruce that started this thing, your Mdu TRPs, your Puri, your Kabza, your
MFR
Souls, right? And say shout out to them. They gave us this thing. And guys, we're not here to fight with anybody. This, it's my opinion, it's your opinion. It doesn't equal to bullets when we're done here. Like, doesn't pay bills, this thing, right? As far as I know. So you don't have to chase me with bullets. It's just my own opinion. Because, no, like, seriously, I was chased by bullets. So it's just a conversation we're having. It's Tulani's way opinion, it's his opinion, it's her opinion. That's just how it is. And to Tyler, I keep fighting for Tyler, I don't know why, but because you represented South Africa, shout out to you and keep raising that flag. Buy whoever you want to buy for us to collaborate with whoever you need to collaborate with mine and Trevor and all of them. We are happy for you as long as you raise our flag. Carry it with you. AKA is no longer doing, he's not around. And to AKA, man, Mvana, rest in peace, Mvana. Like, we love you. And to upcoming artists, for me, it's Star Healer. I think Star Healer is going to cause a lot of damage this year. Jessica LM is going to be a movie. Bioscope fella. And I think Azana will do a lot much better this year. And yeah, man, and to MacG, bro, I told you outside, I don't know if you remember, what you started now, it can go back, it can go as long as you want it to be, and your God wants you to do it, to you having your own awards and giving people that we are talking about actual awards. Don't just, we're out here think that we are attacking them and whatever. Give them awards at the end of the day, host the same thing you did with Sun Arena. Shout out to you again with the Sun Arena thing, and nobody did that. Bro, you're the first motherfucker to do it. You the first motherfucker to do it, and we shout you out for that. And Tulan, people don't know you, dog, that way, but we know what you do for the game, bro. Like, shout out to you. I appreciate you, dog, and I think you're very influential in the music. I hope you got your royalties from... How are you?
How are you?
Did you get your royalties?
How are you?
They must pay you. Come to me. I'll give you the paperwork. I'll give you the paperwork, but... I'll give you the paperwork. I have it.
No problem.
It's called split shit. I have it. To everyone, thank you, man. And this is not meant to attack, or it's not hating on Pabi and whoever. I actually think Pabi's got one of the most beautiful smiles, just not the voice. It's just entertainment. The minute you say your name is Pabi Cooper and it's not the name that is on the ID, it's up for discussion. Remember that. That's why if you are Pabi Cooper and then you are someone else and that's not the name in the ID, it's for all of us to talk about it and take it wherever we want to take it, because bad publicity and good publicity is still publicity.
Love it.
Retrend.
I don't think I really have a shout out, but I obviously just want to thank you for giving all of us this opportunity. I mean, it doesn't feel like we're filming. It doesn't. It feels like we're home. It feels like you're in your living room, and that speaks to the energy you have in your team. That speaks to the genuineness of everyone here. So maybe that's the shout out I have, and I just want to ask people at home that they really need to be more kind to people that just have the courage to be in front of the camera, whether you are a presenter, whether you are a singer, whether you are what, but just remember that we all human. We are not perfect. So when you go on social media, even if it's a fake account, even if it's whatever, but just be mindful of that this person is human and they are courageous enough to step out and follow their purpose. Yeah, that's me.
Just last thing.
Yes, Flemosh.
Management and artists, this rider thing, man.
Riders.
Just a closing. Just a closing. Hey, careful. Careful now. Must careful.
I see Van.
Yeah, no.
Let me help you quickly.
No, close
with the riders.
I was just saying,
with the riders.
Yeah.
Guys, these things are my rider, ne? You are actually chasing away gigs for your artist. Rider, it's much better if you just charge once, come with your bus, you have buses and your own alcohol, get it to the venue with your own drink. Charge it once. This thing of you charging more than you're actually booking value, it's not on. All right, off, cut.
Yes.
Can I just shout out just 3 more people because I only had one. Shout out to Tumelo Zere. Shout out to...
yes, Tumelo, guys. You gave us the biggest song of the year.
And shout out to my underground producers who actually send me music to give the public. Yeah. Shout out to Peter Las, Pablo Les, and all of the producers that feed me music on a daily. Shout out to you guys. I see you.
Aish, I didn't say who they should look out for.
Yeah.
Please look out for Success, DJ Success SA. Look out for DJ Stopper. Please.
2 short ones.
Please.
Guys, shout out to you guys. I know you're not getting paid for this, but I thought I should give you something to say thanks, you know? So we got some Grandin here, some Chillers Punch, you know, for the December. There you go, Flame. Thank you. Thanks, Flame Washer. There we go. We got some merch in there as well.
Cosplay here. Hey, I'm obsessed with cosplay here.
Tolika misi, ayifuna bona kati